these Western modernized women, you're a fool because you ain't getting a real wife, not a traditional wife. If you're looking for a traditional marriage, you're not getting it here. Which is why passport bros are a thing, and guys are going to get foreign women that are raised with traditional beliefs. The traditional belief system here, dead, over with. It's a wrap. Number two, a man's success isn't defined by marriage. A woman's is.
Although that is very true, American women, North American women in general, unfortunately, and this is not all, again, I'm generalizing, but unfortunately, the values have been just completely thrown away, the traditional values. Everything is about what you can do for me, not what I can do for you, you know what I'm saying, or what we can do for each other. Which is the basis of a great relationship. You know what I'm saying? You guys need to be working in unison. But that ideology has gone out the window due to um, social media is a big factor. Due to bad parenting, due to, you know what I'm saying, not having a strong family structure. Um, a plethora of reasons why these things take place now. And it's very prevalent in America. But I will say the American women, North American women, this culture, this ideology has has affected other places. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, I get what he's saying. Passport bros is a big thing, but little do people know, or maybe they do, but they just ignore the guys that go out of the country. They're paying for this. They're paying for play. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them are paying for play. Um, there's a lot of working women out there. If you don't know what I mean, look it up. But these dudes are paying for play, bro, and they're not. They thinking that they're going there for love, and they realize they have to put up their money just as much, and then they complain about how they have to lead with their wallet in America, but yet you're doing the same thing in Colombia, in you know what I'm saying, in Puerto, you know what I'm saying, different places, Philippines, although of course, you know ratio wise, yes, I think there is more traditional women out there, so you could definitely find a real one. But a lot of these dudes that go out to these different countries, bro, they're paying for play. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, you didn't do anything. All you did was take a long trip to do the same thing you were doing in the States. You know what I'm saying? But he does have a point. I do agree with him.
Our success is defined by the success we create for ourselves. Your success is defined by, can you get a husband? Did you procreate? Because let's just say, even if you got rich, you were put here for a man and to repopulate the earth, to reproduce. So even if you go get all the money and all that, what does that mean for real? If I take your career away, if I take your degree away, what's your purpose as a woman? Because women are putting purpose in careers, money, lifestyles. If we remove all of that, we're just humans on earth. What's your purpose now? Okay.
Uh, It's all facts. It's all facts. You know, at the end of the day, unless you doing something, extremely monumental, extremely life or world changing, no one's gonna remember what your career was. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, as far as especially for women, no one's really gonna remember that. They're gonna remember, you know, who you were as a wife, who you were as a person, of course. You know what I'm saying? We're not belittling women to subjugate them just to being in a relationship. That's not what we're saying. But it's what you leave behind is the most important thing, man and woman. What you leave behind in a career, something that you're focused on for, what I'm saying, you choose career over women. First of all, that company is going to replace you just like they can anyone, right? So what you leave behind is much more important. And this is what the point he's trying to make. What a woman, when she procreates, she leaves behind kids, a whole, when she becomes a grandma, what I'm saying, like a whole room could be filled with people coming directly from her. You know what I'm saying? Her kids. You know what I'm saying? That's that's how you'll be remembered. That's how you'll be remembered from what you left behind. You know what I'm saying? Not what career you did for 30 years. I mean, most people especially they're not gonna care about that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Who were you as a mother? Who were you as a wife? Who were you, of course, as a person, but you know what I'm saying? Those three things are it's just so much more important. And when you remove all this stuff, this society, this when we bring it back to the basics, just like you said, all that boss bitch stuff, That goes out the window, bro. No one cares about that stuff. And first of all, that's not going to matter because you can't be a boss without a great man. You can't. You have to have a good man around you for there to be good women. Go look in history. Whenever there was bad men, women were abused, children were abused, and the society fell apart when there was bad men. When there were strong men, the women were protected, the children were protected, society flourished. Have to be strong men around a good woman. You know what I'm saying? For a woman to be elevated to her highest potential, she has to be with a king. She has to be with a great man. A woman can't elevate a man to a king level. It's not. It's if you look in the monarchy, if you look in England, the king could marry any girl on the street, and they become a queen by default. If a queen marries a man off the street, any other man, all they are is the queen's husband. That should tell you everything you need to know.
If we're in the woods and them huts and the villages, you're gonna get back into your natural world. All that boss bitch energy, all that shit going out the window. You going back into your feminine, back into what you were created for. Naturally.
A man is much different than a promiscuous woman.
Still
No, a man is a maker, not a
no.
In this world in general, right? If we're not even speaking about sex, anything that is easy is not respected. If you play a game on easy mode, you don't unlock no new characters, you don't reach no new levels, you don't get any rewards. You play the game on hard mode, you get all the rewards. Since everyone knows it's harder for a guy to get sex, that's why we call them pimps, we call them players, because men and women know that it's hard to get box. And now it's as simple as give and get. So when you get money, oh, I made a come up. If you get an award, you get praise. Everyone is clapping for you. Now let's reverse it. The giver, the person that gives the award, no one even knows that person. And we're not clapping for the person that gave the award. The person that gave money, it's like, okay, you did a good deed. Good for you. Women give sex. Men get sex. Make sense? Women hold the key to sex. Men hold the key to relationship.
Indeed. It's facts. All facts. You know, you may not like the way he delivered it, but it's a fact, guys. Just we got to be real with each other. Um, you know, men hold the key to love, essentially, happiness. You know what I'm saying? Um, Women hold the key to sex, pretty much. Now, good women can also hold the key to happiness, but it's very different because if a man relies on a woman for happiness, he will be miserable. He will have a very, very bad life. If a woman relies on a man, a good man, we're not talking about the hood dude that cheated on you 18 times and you still took him back. Okay, y'all need to start picking better men. If a woman relies on her husband, a good man, for her happiness and to lead her, the sky is the limit. Okay, but if you reverse the situation, only turmoil, only turmoil. You know what I'm saying? Um, we got to look at it like this. Again, men hold the key to marriage, to longevity. You know, we give you the ring. We ask you to marry us. You know what I'm saying? Um, but of course, the woman is the one that holds the key to the initial, step into it, the sex part, right? And it's an important thing. It's not a special thing. It's an important thing, especially to a relationship, right? So what he's saying basically is, you know, the one that actively goes and gets something that is hard to get is much more respected than someone that's giving it away. Gotta be real now. We can't play games.
That's why when a get sex, we like, oh, you hit that? My when a gives the ring, because he holds the key to marriage and commitment. When he gives the ring, your girls is like, oh my goodness, oh my God, girl, you got the ring, we praising you. So promiscuity versus the genders is just a viewed. A woman that is promiscuous is it's a hoe. A man that's promiscuous, like, you did something right, you got it. A promiscuous man.
Never let your girl go on a girl's trip. I have bad news for you, bro. That trip to Miami she taking, she's getting dug out. Your girl's going to Vegas with her girlfriends. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Women go on girls trips to have fun, live in the moment, and cheat. Her friends won't tell you that she met a cute guy at the club. They hit it off. He smashed her that night, and that was the end of it.
Guys, speaking to all the guys here, don't let her go alone. You might, think you're being overprotective, or they might even tell you that you're being overprotective or you're being insecure. Don't let them go alone. Don't let them go alone. If they insist on going, you have to break up with them. You're gonna just have to do it.
This is what happens on girls trips. If you have a girlfriend and she wants to go on a trip with her friends, you can go, baby. You can do whatever you want. I don't have to be your boyfriend. That should be exactly what you tell her. Do not tolerate a woman going out there, experimenting, having fun. You never find out about it because her friends will help her.
If you've ever been a side dude, you will never look at you will never look at a relationship the same way. Let me say that again. If you have been a side dude, if you've messed with a girl that had a boyfriend, you will never look at a relationship the same way. You know how easy a girl can lie, and for a guy to believe her. Because men, we seem to believe this, that women can do no wrong. They're angels. They're, you know, they're the most respectable human beings in the world. That's our mistake. These girls do it worse than guys. These girls will be on the phone with the side dude doing things to her, and you're on the phone with her. Yeah. See, a dude, he not gonna answer the phone. You know what I'm saying? Or he gonna leave the room, make sure, there can be nothing traced, or be suspected. But these girls, bro, are ruthless, and the reason they're ruthless is because they know they can get away with it. Don't let your girl go on no girls trip. Don't do it. It's very easy for her to cheat. She Not to say that she don't love you or anything like that, but girls can easily get swayed by their emotions. They're drinking, she's with her friends, they're all single. So that right there is already, so she's already pressured to kind of live the single life with them, right? So she has alcohol in her. A good-looking dude, charming, can work her for a couple for a night, and that's all it could take. She already made the conscious decision when she left on that plane. She already most likely thought to herself, something might happen, and I'm okay with it because I'm spending all this money. I'm with my girls. We're just having a good time, and my boyfriend's never gonna find out. That's the thought process that's going on in their head. Don't let them do it. And if she does insist it, just go ahead and break up with them. Break up with them. She may not understand. She might have a thought process in her head that, yeah, I'm just going to hang out with my friends, but you have no clue what could ever happen. Go with her. If it's really that important, go with her, bro. There shouldn't be any issue with that. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a girls and boys night out or a trip. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no issue with that. That's what I would do.
Hide it, and you just in the dark, clueless. Girls trips are a no-no. Here's why.
She come back, she different. You know what I'm saying? She a little bit more distance. You know what I'm saying? A little more distant. Um, you notice she's on her phone more. You know what I'm saying? Uh, uh, you know, you guys start being intimate less. Just more and more thing, and her friends come over and they have little inside jokes. Something happened on that trip. Yeah, yeah. Your worst fear, that's what happened. You know, so just don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Just don't do it. You're better off just going out with her, or just go ahead and breaking up with her, because the relationship will fall apart if you let her go Not every time, but it's a very big possibility that it can happen. But let me know what you guys think in the comments, guys. Marco Darko, you already know what it is. Like, subscribe for more content. You feel me? Much more is coming. Um, Peace.